What's up, people of the internet? Welcome to the Gaza Performance Garage. I'm Mr. Gaza, and today I'm going to be working on Black Cherry. Black Cherry is running sweet. Her alternators and her pulleys are awesome. The power delivery is awesome. I must have gained at least 6 or 7 horsepower just by changing the pulleys.
Rotational mass is a power stealer.
Listen, guys. Look, we're going for 2,000 subscribers. I want you guys pitch in, help me out with this, share, comment, subscribe. Listen, it's very important for the growth of my channel. The bigger we get, the more projects we can work on, and I can show you more good stuff. I love teaching you guys how to do it yourself, so I want you guys to do me a favor, subscribe to my channel. Well, guys, listen. Her tie rod ends, inner and outer, they're going bad. They have a slight play in the tie rod ends. How you can check it? You lift your car up, hold it by the wheel, and shake it from left to right. And if it rocks, that means either your wheel bearings or your tie rod is bad. All right. So what can cause this to happen? Oversized wheels. Oversized wheels, that's a killer of tie rod ends. For a car that only came with 16-inch wheels, you're only supposed to go 2 sizes up. Hey guys, welcome back. What I'll be doing now is jacking up the car. This is where the tie rod end is actually worst, right here. Bad tie rod ends. Right now I'm feeling for the sweet spot to jack the car up, because you can't really jack it anywhere you want. It has to be at a certain spot. All right, sweet spot only. All right. All right, I'll be supporting the car with some jack stands because I really don't want it to come down on me when I'm working. I'm gonna also do the other side. Jack stands are very important. Look what's happening here. This is what happens when you go 3 sizes up on your car, your Lexus GS. 2 sizes up is the safest way to do it. I know the car looks very cool with 19s. God knows I love the 19-inch wheels, but for longevity of my car, I'm gonna have to put it to 18s. Now I'm gonna remove the wheel. In case you didn't know, these are the Kaiser tires. These tires are phenomenal. I love these tires. Their tread patterns are so aggressive. And this is the 265 35 18s in the front. It's 275s in the back. This is a heavy car. This is why I went for a wider tire in the front to offer more stability. And trust me guys, listen, even though the tie rod ends are bad on the car, with these tires, it stabilized the car so much that even with bad tie rod ends, it actually works great. It does not pull to the left or to the right. It's amazing. And of course, you know, these wheels, on my previous video, you can see the specs on it. And I am going to shake it for you, and you're going to take a close look from here to there. And hold on, let me adjust this. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. You see, this is moving. That means it's coming from the inner tie rod end. But it's also good just to change this as well. And this. And remember, we're going to mark the setting right here. We're going to mark it because we don't want to lose that setting. We're going to remove the pin. Do not lose this pin. You got to make sure you save it and put it to the side. Very important. All right.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Look, the microphone died. I'm now doing a voiceover on the video. Well, I had pulled it and I basically could not mark it because the bolt would basically erase the mark that I put. So now what I did was I marked it by full turns, how many full turns it takes to remove it. I used the air hammer to remove it from the knuckle. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just take note of what I'm doing, and whatever you do to your car, remember full turns. Alright? And for my car, it took 17 full turns to remove the outer tie rod end. Okay, this is the bike part. That is also bad as well. Now, look at this. The mark is gone that I used to mark. Also, be sure that the new part that you get, you match them up to see if the rod is the same length. If the new part is less or longer, you have to compensate for different measurements. Here we have our compression clamp. I removed this with a needle nose pliers. Very easy, very simple. You have to remove that first before it can slide out. And then to free it from the old part, use a flat screwdriver, force it up onto there, and remove the seal, because being clamped down for so long, it tend not to want to part from the rod because it's stuck on there. So yes, be sure you do that before you can remove it. Now, that is my needle nose pliers that I was talking about. And yeah. Voiceover videos, they really suck. I did not really need to use this one. Thank God. I managed to reuse the old factory clamp. Very complicated clamp they have under there, but it's very useful and reusable. Be sure not to do no cutting on the old factory clamp that is on the rack. With this, I should not even be showing this. All right. This is the old factory clamp that I was talking about. Very complicated. You fold these two little pins on the side, flaps down, and then you can grab a hold of the thing where you can release it. And it just basically folds into each other, and a little locking clip goes over it, and it locks right into a little niche right there. Very simple. I reused mine back again. You do not use zip ties for this. Zip ties get old and brittle from heat, and they break off, and you will damage your rack. I'm trying to pull it off right here, you can do that, but be sure not to break your bellows because they're very expensive as is right here. So what I'm going to use is a flat screwdriver and break it off from the old rod because it's basically stuck on there. Well, now that I had taken a flat screwdriver and I loosened it from the old rod, it's no longer sticking, so I'm sort of lubing it on there back and forth to break it free. And I'm going to wiggle it out and then take the backside, use my finger and reinforce it on the inside so I won't be putting too much pressure on it. Okay, there you go. Now I'm gonna use the needle nose pliers and pull back out the bellows point. Okay, needle nose pliers. Where is it? There you go. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull it out. There you go. Looks, it's very, very good. And then what you also do is take a look if it's leaking a lot of oil. I have the reasonable amount allowed in there. Okay, I'm moving the rod and I'm seeing in the ball joint section here, the plastic bushings that are inside, they're totally worn out. As you can see, some of the plastic burnt out into the grease. That's plastic with grease right there because there's a plastic bushing inside. And look at that plate. That can determine if you will pull to the left or to the right, or you're gonna have vibrations with those big 19-inch wheels. There's no resistance. It's to keep it up. It's just shot. Now my peeps, what we're gonna do is use a bar or a flat long piece of iron and beat the little tabs off on the inner tie rod end flat surface that is actually holding it, preventing it from backing out while you're driving. You use this to tap on two sides of the inner tie rod end, top and bottom. Okay, we have now the inner tie rod end remover. It has something that goes over the inner tie rod end and the pipe fits right over it and it goes to the back, and then it has a locking device that is on the end that locks in the piece that is on the inner tie rod end. And this you remove lefty loosey, righty tighty, and not the other way around. And this is a 1/2-inch drive on this pipe. It's a very good tool to have if you want to do it yourself. Recommend you get this tool before you try to tackle anything like this. I just removed it. All right. It's also good to use a breaker bar to crack it, and then you can turn it with your hand or use your power tool and remove it. All right, now what I'm going to do is show you how this tool remover works. Basically, that little tab right there, that's the washer that locks in the inner tie rod end onto the rack shaft. You beat it backwards so you can pull the holder on the inner tie rod end. So now there is a piece that fits over the two flat sides, as you can see. All right, and it fits right into the tube. I'm going to remove it now to take it out because I don't want it to slide all the way down. Let me remove it. Just make believe that it's in that piece right there. No, I'm going to lock it. Comes with a locking device on the end. Here we go, putting it right there. And then there you can remove the tool. I mean the part. So simple, so easy. I recommend you get this to remove your inner tie rod ends. Me just doing this work right here, guys, I saved $800 just to fix my own problems right here. The tool cost 80 bucks at Harbor Freight. Really good tool to have. I recommend that you get it. Here we have the new ball joint, the new part on there. I put the grease around that ball joint section and also some on the shaft, so whenever you're going to do alignment, it does not bind the bellows and rip it. It's very good that you put a little bit right where the front part on the bellows fit with the compression clamp. The grease is to prevent any water from going in and causes premature failure to the ball joint, because remember, inside the ball joint there's a plastic piece that keeps it at bay. Okay, now we are going to tighten the new part on. I'm going to slip it over the fitting and lock it in. Okay, I'm going to use the hammer to keep it up so I can reach. Okay, I don't need it. Okay, I'm going to use now the breaker bar and I'm going to tighten it, but not too much. All right, that's perfect. I don't want to put too much tension on the rack to rip the seals. That should be perfect. It's not going anywhere, trust me. Welcome back, guys. I'm onto the car now. I'm going to show you what I did. I completed a job. I put the compression clamp and the factory clamp back on. These factory clamps, do not throw them away. They're reusable. They're designed to be reused. I know Toyota has a special tool made just specifically for these clamps. I'm trying to get my hands on one of them. Must be very expensive. But here we have the new part. Stiff, very stiff. And as I said, put a little grease on the end by the compression side on the clamp so you can turn the boot easily, so to do adjustments. And here is my titanium exhaust system, 3 inches straight up from the twin turbo manifold. Then it goes straight to the back and splits into dual 2 3/4 inch pipes. It was touching the brace that was under the frame, so I sort of had to give it some aggression. And thank God it's titanium, it wouldn't crack. Everything is good.
Now that we have everything squared away right here, we are going to put on this new washer or lock nut, screwed all the way up. And we're going to turn 17 times. It is the same length as the other part. So that is what I checked. Let me turn it till it, okay, now I turn till it grabs. Okay. I turned it till it grabs and stay on. Now I'm going to turn it 17 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 times. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was an easy fix. Come on now. Listen, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please go ahead and do so. Hit that subscribe button right down there. That's that big ass turbo right down there in the corner. Listen, we're on the race for 2,000 subscribers. We're almost there, guys. Now we're at 1,800. I want to see how fast it takes to go to that 2,000. Half a week, 3 days. Come on, guys, let's go ahead and do so. Today's video is a very important video. It is very important to check up on your car and all the little warning signs. And basically, when your wheels shake while you're driving and you know that you aligned your car 3 times already, you're balancing your tires and it's still shaking, the mechanic didn't tell you that the tie rod ends are bad. All right, it's very important you fix this because it will break off and you will end up in the ditch. All right, thank you very much, guys, for watching today's video. I'm Mr. Gaza, and of course, peace, love, and happiness. We're out.